Hello everybody, welcome! My name is Ryan, and today we're celebrating with something absolutely crazy. You see, something very cool has happened. I hit 60,000 subscribers. In fact, I'm a little bit higher than that now. Huzzah! And we also went over 30 million channel views. Thank you again for all of your support. This has been a wonderful endeavor, a dream come true. We need to celebrate. I let you, the audience, vote on a bunch of polls as to who you wanted me to play on a 50-player True Start location, level 13. Yep, that's right, level 13, 5 levels above regular Deity, terrible cramp fest of a map, and you chose Gran Colombia. I am very appreciative. I am holding out hope that I'll be able to do something with Simon here. Yes, that's right, you heard me. All 50 civilizations on the Earth in their True Start locations on level 13 AI. Could I make it any harder? Oh yes, that's right, we added in Roman holiday as well. Punishment wasn't enough. Let's just double it up. This could be absolutely horrific. To celebrate, I'm going to be playing this game twice. Firstly, as I've just described. Second, well, there's going to be a little exciting twist, but you're not going to see that for a few episodes, so keep that in the back of your head and get excited. Now, you've seen Roman Holidays mod before. The AI is going to be much, much smarter. Specifically, it's better at going for victory conditions, of which I do not know what we're going to be able to do. I will attempt to keep up scientifically, I will attempt to keep up in culture, but we're going to find ourselves squished by a rampant Mayan, Incan, and Brazilian empire. And that's not before the Mapuche gets involved. We are not going to have the cities. Maybe we can do some domination later in the game if I go for a Tokugawa-style late-game jet bomber, giant death robot, nuke-filled conquest, but again, space and trade routes are, well, they've been stripped away, and Gran Colombia is not as good at science. Domination victory, 50 players, it's unlikely. Religious victory, chances of me getting a religion in this game, that is unlikely. Diplomatic victory, well, normally I'd say this would be my best out, but we've seen on Roman Holidays mod that can be nigh on impossible, especially if a civ like Canada or Sweden has been put in the game. So I don't currently have an out, but we've pulled through worse odds, right? We can possibly do this. One quick note, we are playing with Sid Meier level difficulty. I have changed the game ever so slightly. We've seen in previous runs with the mod loadouts like this, where Sid Meier has 5 starting settlers, 10 warriors, 5 builders, and this horrific assortment of bonuses: 80% science, culture, faith, 200% production and gold. Terrifying, disgusting, 5 steps beyond Deity. Well, this is a True Start location map. I was worried that 5 settlers, the AI, would just be rampant and we wouldn't be able to get a game going. So today we are playing on a version of this mod that strips away all AI starting units like settlers and warriors, so they start just like me, but to make up for that, they have 160% science, culture, and faith, and 250% production and gold. So keep that in mind. We are not likely to get rushed by warriors right off the bat, but by turn 50, the AI may be on the moon. So, you know, we'll just have to see how this goes. Safe Battlers on Discord. All the mods you need for this run are on Discord. It's a pretty clean game today. The only one you need to know about is spare beliefs. This is because if you're playing with more than 20 players, pantheons literally run out. So I've had to put a mod in the game which makes all religious and pantheon choices endless. So we will be able to pick up pantheon. That is one good thing. Otherwise, get yourselves prepared. Go and have that chocolate bar that you've been thinking of for some time. You know, the one in the cupboard. The one you keep going towards but thinking, no, I shall have some fruit instead. You deserve it today. Today is a celebration day. Just enjoy yourself. Let's just get started. Turn 1. Look at this. We have marsh with rice. We have a banan times 2, and we have 2 sets of volcanoes. This is a dangerous start. It is a true starting location map. I'm going to found in place because it's true starting location. And as a thank you to the wonderful people on Patreon and Coffee, my channel supporters who help me to do what I love to do, I like to name my cities after you. So thank you again for support. My capital today is glorious Petra. Alas, there is no desert that I can see. Marsh is kind of like Petra, right? We shall see. I'm going to move my warrior left. Now, there is a really good reason for this. I have just practiced the start of this game a couple of times just to check the mods are working and just to check the game is viable. The Mayans are scary. They will settle here and they will grab Panama. If they grab Panama, Sid Meier has a +9 combat strength. The Mayans have +5 if it's within 6 tiles of their capital. That means they'll get +14 attack. They will claim this land. I will not be able to dislodge it. They will have a lot of population and I get in trouble trouble. What I'm going to do is move this warrior up through Central America, through Panama, and I'm going to get in the way. I wish there was a better way of describing my strategy here. That's it. I'm going to get in the way. I'm going to physically stop any settler getting in. Then my second city is going to be immediately going for Panama. If I can seize this one tile crossing, that means I have galleys with access to both sides of the ocean, and I have plays later on. I want to be finding as many people as possible. I want to be making as many friends as possible. I want to be as diplomatic as possible, probably. I'm also going to rock a scout and use the scout to go and find natural wonders and all of the people on South America. The Incans start literally here. So the Incans are right on top of me. Brazil starts over there. If I can get 3 cities out, I'm going to be amazed. I will be absolutely amazed if I get 3 cities out. It's very unlikely. I'm thinking as well, maybe rushing a campus to try and get a little bit of science out at the beginning of the game. Let's start with pottery. Certainly a granary helps on my Panama city, and we need as much population as possible in Glorious Petra. The big problem about this map, just like in any true starting location map, is of course loyalty. Inca's going to be right here. Brazil will settle right up to me. This is Sid Meier difficulty AI. They will put so much pressure onto me that I will probably lose my capital unless I get a very large population. And the granary, well, that gives me 2 housing. That could be the difference between gaining it or not. Now, if we're lucky, a city-state might have appeared up here. I think Nazca is the one that appears in Central America. It depends on the availability of space on the map. With 50 players, not many city-states are going to spawn at all because there's a hard limit on the amount of civilizations and city-states that can exist in a single game. In test runs, I've had Nazca appear before. I've also had it not appear before. I'd quite like the ability to get a little bit of extra faith. Not that that will help me because the Mayans start right next to it. And that means that, well, they will be able to get the faith before me because they'll have the envoy. Barb camp. Interesting. I expect the Mayans to rush this, but this would be a good source of starting experience for my warrior and a little bit of era score as well. It's too far away from my capital to get full era score, but it helps a little bit. You can see I'm working this banana, and we've also got the rice. This is good for population. We need this population up as high and as quickly as possible. As you can see here, my warrior will gain pretty much no advantage in this fight at all. I'm just going to go here. Doesn't look like Nazca has spawned in this game. Okay, good to know. The Mayans will be down here really quickly. I need to rush this city. I really do. This is too defendable a location. This protects me from Aztecs. It protects me from the Mayans. It's very invadable from the coast. That is the only problem with this city, but it's a bit of loyalty behind my capital and it protects everything. I like it. Here is my scout. The scout should actually be fairly rapid because we have 4 movement, because of course Gran Colombia gets +1 movement on all units. As soon as we get our Commandant General, this will give me +5 combat strength when defending. That'll be really handy. Otherwise, everything else kind of kicks in later into the game. We don't need to worry about it just yet. There is Inca. I told you. Inca start right next to me. Tell you what, getting that banana tower would be an absolute win. Sure, it loses 1 production, but it would gain 2 production. Sorry, it loses 1 food and gains 2 production, but that's a huge discount on the settler. I don't think, even if I could get south, there's no point settling down here because the loyalty on this tower would be just nigh on impossible. If I can get 3 cities would be an absolute win for me. Getting a normal age, by the way, is also incredibly important. Otherwise, loyalty is going to be a problem. Meeting people will help with that. Honored to meet you. Love to sample your hospitality. There's Cusco. There's the writing boost. Also, looking through all of the civilizations, it looks like pretty much everyone except from 1 person might have successfully settled. That's a really good sign. Means hopefully we've got a good loadout in the game. Well, fingers crossed. Ah, man, we got the copper tile rather than banana tile. That's really annoying. Do I spend my gold? The only other thing I was thinking is trying to save up 1,000 gold for a great general. That means effectively I would have +10 combat strength. It means maybe, just maybe, I could take someone out, or more likely defend myself from a warrior rush. As you can see here, Inca doesn't start with a huge army, but they are already on 7 science and 6 culture. So, you know, it's not all good. I think the advantage is too high. Let's buy the tile for now and make sure that both of these are locked in and working up until the point we get a pantheon. As I mentioned before, I have a mod on which opens up pantheons and religions to basically give unlimited choices of every option. It is a little bit cheaty, but it is one of the few ways you can get a 50-player game to actually load. So we will have 3 choice of pantheon. I could go for a rainforest pantheon on holy sites. We could go for divine spark. We could go for god of the forge, but I think we're going to be going for reeds and marshes because, I mean, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possible marshes around my capital. It just, to me, makes a lot of sense. All right, Brazil is down there. We'll go and find them. We can also go and find Pantanal. Worth pointing out, by the way, Roman Holidays mod gives a huge penalty to better relations with the AI at the beginning of the game to make them more likely to attack you. So there is no point trying to be friendly with anyone until maybe turn 100. I'm not even joking. It's terrifying. There's pottery straight into writing. You can see if I was to remove the copper, there's a nice +3. There might be other +3s around as well. We'll keep an eye out. There is Pantanal. And Brazil, of course, has settled it immediately. Honored to meet you. Love to sample your hospitality. There's Rio de Janeiro. Yep, South America is not big on this map. It really isn't. We're going to go down south now. We're going to go and find Mapoche, see if the steady state is below here. Maybe try and take out this barb camp. I don't know. I'm actually going to pull my warrior back a tiny bit. The thing that I'm worried about is if the barb camp spawns anything, I don't want anything coming back down here because I need my settler to have a pretty clean run. I think I might also force work the copper tile just for a second. Yeah, the food is really good, but I'm going to lose this population quickly, and I'd rather get the settler out faster in order to recover the 3 pop quicker. I don't think that thought made any sense, but the gold is also pretty handy. Yeah, look, there we go. It'll just keep the 3 pop. I think that's better to do that. Rio is also already losing loyalty. We might see quite a few civilizations knocked out from loyalty here, but that's fine. This is just respite, calm, peace and quiet for my GPU and CPU. My processing units of my computer will let them breathe a sigh of relief. There's Mapoche. All right, so we've kind of found everyone we're going to find. Mapoche, I'm expecting, by the way, because they start kind of out the way, I'm expecting them to be an absolute force of nature today. After this settler, we need to rush an army as well. Like, I haven't forgotten about an army. We need to make sure we have at least 3 archers, 2 or 3 warriors. Just watch the military strength of the AI. Some AI will go nuts. You can see Inca has already denounced me. They are losing loyalty. In test games, I have found Inca builds a huge army, but sometimes gets into wars with either Brazil or Mapoche. It can be a little bit random. There's God King. Here's Discipline. Let's get that Pantheon now. Let's now rush Craftsmanship and Ilkum, as well as Agoge. I need to be able to produce units. The drop of a hat. Someone's already been defeated. Okay, the first person's been defeated from the game. I very much suspect that is going to be loyalty, and you can see people will start getting Pantheons now. Divine Spark. Someone's already going for a religion with projects on turn 15. That is hilarious. The AI on this level of difficulty does not mess around. It really doesn't. Aha. Yep, the Barb Warrior did spawn. I feared that might happen. Okay, just fortify on this hill with the rainforest. They might attack me and give me battle cry, but my settler should be a little bit safer. There is Torres del Paine. So the scout has leveled slightly. This is again another reason why Mapoche starts so strong on this map. We're just going to now scout the coast with my scout, and then we'll try and send it into North America. Yeah, I only took 16 damage and gave them 48 and then healed 10. So that barely did any damage to me. I'm fortified well on that hill. Someone else has been defeated. These are all going to be people in Europe, I would expect. If I could guess, that would absolutely be my bet. Bam, Glorious Petra has produced its first settler. Let's go and seize Panama. We'll think actually about the best tile to claim. I haven't seen the Mayans yet, which is very strange. Sure about that. Oh yeah, of course. I forget I can move after promoting. That's so good. Let's get a builder out quickly. We've got 2 farms and 2 plantations that can easily be improved here. Don't be fooled by this slow start from the AI, by the way. You're going to start seeing them settle everywhere. There's 250% bonus production. They will go mad. Absolutely mad. Writing. Now, I think, yeah, this is the campus I actually want on this tile there. Beautiful +3. However, I need to remove copper, which is this one, or we can go for irrigation to get some gold out of my plantations, which I think would actually be handy as well. Barb camp defeated. Here are the mines. Okay, yeah, I am absolutely be right. I was like thinking for a second, have they just not spawned? No, but they have spawned. They've spawned up here, which means they're going to be making their way down. We have to claim this tile. Yeah, otherwise we won't be Gran Colombia if we don't own Panama. I think I'm going to have to just go for mining for a second in order to get that campus down as quickly as I can. Otherwise, I feel like rushing writing will have been for nothing. I'm also going to move my warrior back down to this tile to stop the Mayans from actually being able to discover the South American continent. If they don't know about this land, they can't settle it. It's devious, it's cruel, but it's brilliant. Settling next to these volcanoes, by the way, is going to be bad news. At some point later, I might actually, for once, need to get Liang with reinforced materials. In a very tragic attempt to try and get a diplomatic victory, we have turned on hyper-real level 4 environmental emergencies. This should give me more aid requests, which, again, with Roman Holiday, I don't don't actually know if that's going to help at all. It could make the game infinitely worse. We might see these volcanoes explode quite a bit. Sometimes volcanoes can just remove rice and marsh, just like that. They also blow up quite a bit of this rainforest. So you know what, Magnus, actually getting Magnus to chop out settlers here. That also would be pretty good. If I know these tiles are going to disappear, I might as well harvest them while I can. There you go, we're blocking the way now. I'm going to leave my settler as close to the capital as I can get. Normally I like to space my cities out a little bit more, but I need the loyalty pressure. Trust me, when Inca and Brazil start settling near me, we're really going to struggle with loyalty. So I need all of my cities to be nice and close to each other. Plus settling on this hill, that gives me a little bit more production in the city. And here we go, city number 2. It's a very important city for so many reasons. Not only is this a Panama city that now allows the passage of trade and boats from northern to southern America, it connects the oceans, but it is a vital lifeline of loyalty. It is a bastion of defense against the Mayans. Welcome to the Empire, Plintei. You must be the rock that holds this empire together. Without you, we will fall. So, you know, no pressure. There is the riskiest campus here. I could get a lovely +2 between these two volcanoes, which would be quite entertaining, but I think that might not be a good idea. Let's instead rush a slinger. Let's go for the slinger. We're going to need a few of these because I'm going to need the archers to keep me safe. The Mayans have already denounced me. The Incans have already denounced me. There's a lot of denouncing going on. I don't like that. Whose barbarian scout is this? Can you go away? AI, deal with this, please. I don't want to have to fight off barbarians. I've got too many things to do. Oh, that's so cursed. 2 reefs with a luxury on it. You can't put a campus. Oh, everyone hates to see that. Cusco's really struggling here. Normally the AI with a terrace farm like this can really grow pretty quickly. We're very unlikely to see an AI actually drop out at this point. Oh, wow. We'll come back to that in a second. Yeah, we're unlikely to see them drop out quite this early purely because there's things like governors. They should settle more cities. But yeah, there's a mega colossal eruption. This is already looking interesting. Oh, and it has cleared so much. It has removed the bananas and the rainforest. It's removed this marsh and the rice. Yeah, we feared something like this might happen. It's not good. That's not good to see. It has put a bunch of yield on though. There's some science, there's some extra production. So, you know, the volcano give, the volcano take. We'll think about how to play that one. Oh no. But tight. Oh, do we do? Man, that's indecision. You just heard indecision there. I was thinking about going for the +3 campus, but I think I might just need to get a few slingers. I don't like having this little army. The AI is going to run like already 115 strength from Cusco. They are not going to hang around here. I did notice I haven't really started with many luxuries. That is a bit of a pain. I also want to claim these 2 marshes for my capital, so I'm thinking about a big tile purchase here, especially before I get too many techs or civics. While the tiles are still nice and cheap, another person has been defeated. Oh look, I'm not even in last on score. Haha. Need 125 gold to claim 2. 200 gold to claim everything. Oh, there's the barb camp. That's not good. Cusco's really struggling on loyalty. -4. Oh, of course. As soon as Mapuche gets governors, everyone else gets a big decrease of -4 to governor to loyalty. Yeah, they actually reduce loyalty. That's hilarious. We might see Inca disappear from this game. Okay, well, I do need to build an army because if we can take Cusco, that'd be huge. That'd be massive. We're rebuilding after a volcano. Look at that. 3-3 tile. It's looking pretty decent for now. Gonna switch over from craftsmanship to foreign trade. Let's get irrigation quickly. Like to be able to put down plantation to get the bananas. Do I want to do that? Does that really make a difference? Like a tiny bit of God. No, I think I might actually rush Archer. Again, my security is probably more important in the long run. I think giving Glorious Petra a mine next to this volcano, not only does it give us craftsmanship, if I force work that tile, it's a tiny bit more science for my empire as well. That's really good. Now, do I want a 6-turn campus just to throw down now, or do I just quickly go for a settler? I am amazed at how slowly the AI is settling. Look, Mapuche is now gone for 1 city. That's a little worrying, but I could try and gain some of the mountains over this direction. And this is kind of Gran Colombian area. I'm going to do it. We're just going to rock the settler here. Why not? Let's go with Agoge as well. That way Clint can be working on more slingers behind behind the scenes to keep me nice and safe, and I'm going to use this settler, scout, in order to keep me safe from barbs. If I just man this tile and fortify on it, hopefully we can stop them coming through. Or we can actually man this tile, and then the barbs will have to attack over a river into a rainforest. Yeah, that's actually the better defendable tile. There will be space in the Caribbean. That could be somewhere we settle. Again, it's all about how quickly do we think the AI is going to get out and about and settle. I expect them to start expanding rapidly very soon. I'm amazed we haven't seen more Brazilian cities. That is incredible. Etmananki has been built. That was on turn 30. Wow, late. All of the volcanoes are just going to be popping off all game though. That is quite funny. And here come the barbs. The barbs are now going to start attacking. Yeah, I think making a defendable stand in Glorious Petra just behind that river is going to be really good. Another person's been defeated. Wow, we've survived so much longer than some people. 5 capitals already captured. And Inca, they've just pumped a settler out. Oh, that's interesting. They've just taken a big loyalty hit to do that. I'm going to leave my slinger around here because we might be able to swoop in, declare war, and kill the settler and take it before the city falls. It's going to be a very slow, or very quick, very small amount of time, a window that this might be possible. It's probably not possible, but I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go just in case. Anyway, animal husbandry is going to reveal pretty much nothing for me because there's no flat land that horses could spawn around me. Yeah, over by Mapuche maybe. That's it. What do we do? Bronze working? See if any iron appears, or at least we can get an encampment to try and defend ourselves against Inca or Brazil. Or we go sailing. I actually might go sailing so that Clint AE can make some galleys. Reason being, I think a galley attack into Panama is looking like my biggest weakness right now. Settler has disappeared. Oh, but it's down in this direction. This is where my movement might come in really handy. Oh, they have 2 turns left. I can't see the settler. Where's the settler gone? It's there. Oh, maybe I have time for this. I don't think I do though. I mean, it would be too good. It would be too good for that to happen. I'll be honest with you. The best hope we've got is that we continue to put more pressure than Brazil. If we can do that, we'll claim Cusco just from loyalty pressure, which will decimate my Diplo favor, which isn't good if I'm going for a diplomatic victory. But hey, it's a survival start on this game, which is better than I could have hoped for. You know, some wins, some losses. Brazil has started to settle now. Okay. The settler has moved. Alas, there is a scout on it. They've thought about this. I can't declare war and take it. There's no way. Scouts, by the way, with a +9 Sid Meier difficulty bonus mean that they attack harder than my warriors in some cases. So yeah, that's not going to go well. I might try and settle there, you know. If this area is going to be protected by the fact that I'm going to claim this city, I'm going to try and grab there and hope I can put another city there later. Or Brazil will be forced into settling there and I'll get loyalty. Who knows? I'll move my slinger over to protect this area. Yeah, Cusco flipped. Wow. I haven't seen that in testing. Normally Inca settled this tile really quickly, but they didn't do it. And now I have the loyalty pressure here by a significant margin. I can just let that flip naturally. In fact, this warrior is going to go in and try and pillage because there's a mine there, which is a good chunk of gold. I'm also going to move my scout down. We're going to move the slinger here to guard this barb pass instead. I'm going to clear the way. I want a new city. Oh man, 10 turns. I just need one more meet, one more person before the end of the era. Or we need to get the galley going. Actually, the galley might be easier. Archery boost. Got a slinger kill. Yeah. This slinger can stay. And Clint, AE, can you get a galley sorted for me? We'll put maritime industries in as soon as we've unlocked it. That is really, really handy. And both my cities are unhappy at the moment. -1, -1. Yeah, I'm going to actually buy this. Thank you for the dies. That gives me just a little bit more growth, a little bit more production in both cities. We've also got 3 slingers in place. Let's get the archer upgrade. Then at least barbs and AI will they'll possess less of a threat. And yeah, Brazil has just gone down in loyalty pressure as well. I presume they've just spit their 3rd settler out. Oracle's gone. Salvador has settled. And that ruins everything. I kid you not. That's like all of the city settlements we could have had in this area. Fine. Okay, it means we're going to have some huge cities, but that is ridiculous. Oh dear. Well, in that case, we have no choices. We're going to have to go and settle in this area, and it doesn't necessarily matter where we settle, so I'm going to settle on the fresh water. I think that's better than settling on top of the ivory. I could get the ivory just for the luxury. Settles a bit away from my capital as well to give it a tiny bit more space. We could aqueduct into a volcano. No, there's nothing I'm going to put on that tile. I'll settle on the freshwater. I think that makes more sense. I don't like moving settlers next to volcanoes. We know this by now, but there's no other choice. We're going to have to just run the gauntlet. Let's just throw this campus down now. +3. It helps. Sure, there are barbs, but we can deal with barbs with archers. Aztec. Okay, we're going to hit normal age. That's good. Means we haven't got to worry about being squashed by the AI in terms of loyalty. If we don't go golden, then Mapuche won't get a huge bonus against us either, which would be quite helpful. Aztec did have some whales, which I could buy, which again just keeps my cities happy as I grow, so we'll get those. I can go and pillage this mine for 68 gold. Lovely. Can't believe Brazil settled there of all places. Look, no other city available in this area. None. At least it means South America is going to be pretty easy. It means Brazil's probably going to steal another city there. Mapuche will grab another city there. I'll grab one there. We'll all be on 4 cities probably, and then probably the Mayans will grab one up in Central America. I will regret this because I am about to obtain the mine, but I think I'd rather have the gold. We now have the faith we need for Pantheon, so there's no need to have God King. I'm going to move to urban planning and put maritime industries in so that Clinty can force these galleys out. I'm going to need a navy. Aztec, Mayans, both of them are likely to try and attack me with a navy. Welcome to the roster, Rudisha. Again, ignore the big smoking volcano. That's fine. It's probably fine. There's +4 campus available there though. That is really good. Start working the monument for me. Need to get a little bit of culture up now. One thing my empire is sorely lacking. Next up, bronze working. Get that iron as fast as possible. And early empire. I need that governor. Although actually, let's go state workforce first just in case the government plaza is needed. Machinery boosted with 3 archers. Well, don't say that I have a boring people, Mapuche. I just took the Incan capital. I mean, look, that's really cool. Yay! Ignore the -5 diplomatic favor per turn. It's fine. Welcome. It's pronounced GIF, or is that GIF or GIF? Who really knows? I think we can all agree it's unimportant. Got a builder done, and there's another +3 campus. We can actually get a very scientific start here. Apart from Clinty, who would probably have any campus incinerated. Everyone else is just about available to get a good campus going. Bronze working. Nice, nice, nice. I tell you what, when I started this game, I did not think that I would have as reliably good a start as this one. Now, Brazil is probably going to declare on me at some point, but even Mapuche is coming around to me. If I can make an alliance with Mapuche and take out Brazil, my goodness. Now that would be a start. All I can do now is build my campuses up, build my monuments up, get the trade going, be it commercial hubs or harbors or whatever it is. Hope it's enough to survive and hope that not too many people around me go into a golden age. Mapuche does. All right, how bad is it? It's pronounced GIF. Is just about stable. Nice. And it looks like everything else is as well for now. Okay, good to know. What are we going to go for? I think 3 inquiry. Let's go for Eureka's give us Euro score. I think this is going to be the most likely thing because I assume all religions have been taken. Yeah, pretty much all religions have been taken already. Yep, they have. And I think the science bonus is better. And look, our first Commandant General. +5 combat strength to people, which just helps to salvage the gap between me and the AI. And land units within 2 tiles gain 4 combat strength when attacking districts when I retire them. Ooh, that's good for catapults later. Let's keep an eye on that. Now, did we get any iron? I did. Rudisha settled on iron. Nice. Is that the only iron we know of? No, there's some in its pronounced gift. Oh, okay, Man-at-Arms Rush is on here. Did we just go for it? Do I just go for Man-at-Arms Rush? Is that a good idea? That's not a good idea at all. That's a terrible idea. The other alternative is a shipbuilding rush in order to get to embarking and to be able to get into, for instance, the Caribbean. Let's go and have a look and see if there's anything good that we could settle. Clint AE, we're going to need a few more galleys. Get these up. Get these running quick as you can. Thank you. Campus in Glorious Petra is also finished as well. Brazil is going to settle here and it's going to flip to loyalty and Mapuche is going to get it. I don't think there's anything I can do unless I can get a decent army going and then attack it whilst it's a 3 city. That's possible. Let's open shipbuilding. I think just having the ability to embark is going to be really good in the long run. +1 movement on galleys early game is really good. Yeah, you know what? There are places to settle. How good is the land here? Kind of like last resort. Maybe we go and settle towards the Mayans. That strikes me as a really bad idea. They've already got 33 defense. They've got a big military. I could see that just provoking like a wasp's nest. Maybe, but maybe. Yeah, there you go. Porto Alegre. So that's Brazil's attempt at a city that's just basically just going to give Mapuche another city. I think in future eras, maybe we can force this one onto our side. Or we can get a bunch of galleys and invade. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Right, I'm going to pull this galley back rather than exploring. Oh, that's another big explosion. And I'll make a bunch of galleys in order to go and attack it from the sea. That could work really well. Okay, so Rudisha took a bit of damage, but generally speaking, a ton of science science was thrown onto these tiles. That's not bad. All right, you know, considering there was death and flame, that worked out pretty good. Yeah, as much as I need the era score, I like this galley idea, because if we can take this city and then hold it, that would be an amazing iron-filled choke point with Mapuche. Unlikely that I could hold it, but equally I could then keep liberating it for Diplo favor. Oh, Ursa, you genius. Oh, let's do that. That's great. I don't want to see my people taken as slaves, but thank you for checking, Aztec. It's always really important to ask for consent before you take people as slaves. It's very important. I'm starting to lose gold, though. This isn't good. Maritime Industries has to stay. I have to keep building galleys, so we're making a trade route to get a little bit of gold. I'll go trade route into builder in order to then work a plantation. That'll give me a little bit of gold. There's another plantation over here and there. So we have options. Loyalty of It's Pronounced Jaif is really starting to struggle. Come on, get to 3 pop and then I'll feel better. Do I Magnus or do I Pingala into Glorious Petra? I think I need the yield, you know? I think I need the yield. Let's go Pingala. I might need to throw a governor down here in a bit, but we'll see. Aha! Pantheon, as I mentioned before, we have basically unlimited copies, so we can pick whatever we want. Now, do we still have enough marsh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 easy tiles available? Maybe like a few more here and there? It is very tempting. It's also tempting to go for something like faith from geothermal fissures and volcanic soil, because I have a lot of volcanic soil, so that would give me a lot of faith. I don't think that's worth it. Plantations, culture, strategic improvements, I don't have enough. Camps, not enough. Fishing boat production could help a little bit. I think, though, that I've got to go for the marsh. There's too much in my capital, Lady of Reeds and Marshes. I wanted this right from the beginning. I have to just follow my nose on this one. And yeah, look at that. Already this is starting to look good. Glorious Petra will have reinforced and improved Pingala very soon. That'll give me all the tiles around here. And It's Pronounced Jaf will get its own marsh soon. Well, we knew this was going to happen at some point. It is right next to Mayan Heartland. Are they going to just force settle there? Are they going to get confused and move around? So tempting to try and attack them, but I don't think we're going to have any luck. I mean, just to put it in context, right? This is the sort of defensive strength that the Mayans have. +9, +5. Yeah, it's just crazy. So if I shoot their scout is currently on 30 combat strength. I would lose that so badly. There's 2 settlers here. Ooh, they really have been compressed. Shipbuilding boosted. More galleys. More of the time. Let's go and explore around here. My builder's off to go and make an iron mine. Another +3 campus that's not next to volcanoes. Oh, I'd love that. Thank you. How did you know what I wanted? And Clint's getting the trader because I think I can put the most useful road down from here. And of course another galley. Come on. What else are we going to have? What's the best road? I think the one to Rio, you know? Gives me a bit of faith. It goes through Glorious Petra and it provides a road onto these Panama tiles. Yeah, so let's do that. Oh look, Galapagos and Coupe. Hello, Coupe. I'm going to invite him in, but Coupe could strike at any point. Coupe is like the wild card here. And yes, I think I will go and settle there because it gives me access to some decent science tiles of Galapagos. Here's the iron mine. Tasty. Let's get these pearls in. Gives me a tiny bit more happiness. How much does iron sell for? Oh, not much. That's a shame. I'm just kind of keeping an eye out for something that's like, oh, you can get 1,000 gold from this. And then I'll go, haha, glorious. Everyone's denouncing me continually. Stop it. I'm lovely. Don't you know that I'm lovely? Pyramids is gone. Mahabodhi Temple is gone. Ship building. Now that means that I can move my scout around Mayan territory, which would be really helpful, and go and keep exploring. The galley's going to lurk around here. Yeah, just 2 galleys lurking around Porto Alegre. We'll go and liberate it or keep it. I don't know yet, but one or the other. Something is getting liberated or kept. It's Pronounced Gaiath is really struggling with loyalty though. I wanted to put my second governor into Pingala. I'm thinking maybe that's not the best idea. Maybe I Magnus this. I think I might Magnus this. I don't want this city flipping. Give it 5 turns. I'll be able to chop out some of this rainforest and we'll get a big population boost as well. Yeah, it's actually not a bad idea. I think I am going to rush man-at-arms, you know. Let's just knock Brazil out of this game. Why not? Meet 3 city-states. What, on this map? Haha. Yeah, I wish. Oh, actually, we got to get irrigation first. I forgot to get irrigation. We have lots of irrigable things. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, The Nickerman, Daddy Bear Todd, Toon General, Civilized, Kappa Yobby Virani, The Uncivil Engineer, Lillian, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Zursa, Zaf, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Flying Dutch Burbs, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Bookaluke 79, Bob Loblaw, Davalex, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Hal Carnassus, Morax, Sinikush, Echobear, Deja Fu, Kovuwu, Legally Trash, Is This Live, Twin Cam Inferno, Martin S, Minnow, Sorta Dutch, Rad Bickley, Shadow of Gaia, Flower Power Bear, Poppy Dude. Thank you everyone for your support. Goodbye!